especially in agri-food. So today we are lucky. We have a very learned friend and colleague, Dr. Habib from Dairyland. He's a vet manager. He has been in Pakistan almost like more than 10 years. So we have a very good association, and he knows about Pakistan. And the good thing is now his daughters, they speak Urdu very well, and they eat chicken biryani, pulao very well. So those who want to visit Karachi and eat biryani in Egyptian taste, they are most welcome, and I'm sure he's a very good host as well. So today we picked up a very interesting topic, which is a 3 day sickness, and this is something is a threat, and it used to come every year in Pakistan. So today we want to learn what are the preventive measures, what are the treatments, and how we can work in advance proactively to get the minimum effects on the farm. So this is something is interesting discussion. So before moving, I want to give the house rule. House rule, we are going to have a question and answer sessions at the end of the presentation. First, Dr. Muhammad Habib would be presenting his presentation. Later on, we have an interactive session for 20 minutes. Those who wants to ask their questions, they can ask directly, or they can put into the chat box. Later on, we can get their answers. So I'm sure you guys going to enjoy. Those who are going to miss us, they're going to have this recording available on Facebook and YouTube channel. So you are requested to subscribe ABCD so that we can get maximum out of it. So again, I'm welcome again to Dr. Muhammad Habib. So I'm sharing screen with Dr. Muhammad Habib. So it's going to be a very interactive session. So welcome, Dr. Muhammad Habib again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Can I start, sir?
Bismillah, Habib. Bismillah.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulullah wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to welcome everyone. I would like to thank Mr. Jadoon, big brother, best friend, and I thank Altec company for this supporting field and for this more useful webinars and supporting all market in Pakistan. And this expected from all big companies in Pakistan to support farmers in hard times. Altec is coming on the top of these companies. I would like to thank everyone also listening to me now. Then we will learn together, we'll discuss together about 3D sickness. First, my name is Muhammad Habib. I am working as a vet manager in Dairyland Farm since 2013. I work also in Jordan and in Egypt also. First time I saw 3D sickness, this was in 2000. This first time in my life. I saw in Egypt in dairy farm, this was big outbreak. We saw also all clinical signs, all treatment trials, all post-mortem. So we will share, because now about 20 years, we are seeing almost every year this 3D sickness. So we will share together what we see, what we will learn, what we need to learn more. So, sir, definition, this is bovine ephemeral fever, is also known as 3D sickness. This 3D sickness, because almost this disease is coming for 3 days, mostly. Rapid onset, rapid start, and quickly finish also. Within 3 days, mostly finish. This epizootic arthropod-borne viral disease being transmitted by mosquito, insect, affect cattle and water buffalo also. This characterized by sudden onset of fever, depression, stiffness, lameness, and rapid recovery. This is caused by ephemeral fever virus. This family rhabdovirus, genus ephemerovirus, type species is bovine ephemeral fever virus. This is family is very dangerous family. From the same family, this is rabies virus and stomatitis, viral stomatitis also. Is from the same species. You know, this is the rabies virus is very attacking the nerves, blood vessels like this. That's also same, but it recovers soon. Within 3 days, mortality is very less, morbidity is very high. If we want to take a look on morphology of this virus, this will be very helpful in immunity vaccination like this. You can understand much more better. This is bullet or cone shape in shape. It is negative sense, single standard RNA genome with lipid envelope. These have 5 structural protein. The envelope glycoprotein G, type G, is more related. This is more related to antibody neutralization of antibody like this. This is size is 185 nanometers, تقريبا 75 nanometers in width. Bovine ephemeral fever is much more larger and much more complex than vesicular stomatitis virus and rabies virus also. This, you know, G virus, G1, G2, G3 is much more important in producing antibodies used in neutralization. There is also L and there is M, N protein. These 5 types. But we are more concerned. We are more concerned with G protein, G1, G2, G3. This is the target of virus neutralizing antibody using in vaccination. N protein also is using for immunogenic also, but the problem is that doesn't induce virus neutralization antibodies or protective response. Another thing we can check in morphology that is, I want to check this. That is serotypes of this virus. Till now, they said this is considered as a single serotype worldwide. Mean if you produce vaccination in South Africa, in Japan, in Pakistan, in Egypt, in Korea, everywhere, this will give cross infection. But of course, it is much more better to take same strain of same country at same time. This is homologous, mean is giving better immunity if you take same strain at same time from same country. This epidemiology, the virus has been found in tropical and subtropical regions of Asia, Africa, and Australia also. The disease is unknown in New Zealand, Europe, except in Turkey, they have outbreak. Otherwise, Europe is free. New Zealand free. America is free also. America, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, all is unknown, still unknown in this area. Is mostly, as you see here, mostly here in Africa, including Egypt also. Jordan, I worked in Jordan also. Jordan is there. I traveled to Lebanon, present there. Saudi Arabia is there. Nowadays, it is outbreak present in Egypt also. Outbreak nowadays in Kuwait. Most farms in Kuwait now. Egypt and Pakistan, Karachi, of course. We have 2 big farms here. They have in Punjab also. They have. And here you can see, sir, Korea, Australia, and most of Asia, India, China also. But we have here very strong vaccines coming from Australia, from Korea, from South Africa also. This is very old disease, not new disease. Maybe some people start diagnosis now in Pakistan. When we came 2013, some people said no, 3-day sickness is not present in Pakistan. We don't know this disease. We came from Egypt. We know this disease very well from 2000. So when we came here, it is very easy to diagnose. So we start fighting that we have 3-day sickness here. They said no, not available in Pakistan. It is available in Pakistan 1919. Since maybe from 100 years, available in Pakistan, 100 more than this. It is very old. This is nothing new. It's not new. So in 1878, people start description about this disease in Africa like this. Start wrote brief description. 1919 is Pakistan. 1924 first reported in India. 1936 start reporting in Australia also. Then start coming to Africa, Asia, Israel, Syria, Iran, Iraq, Bangladesh, India, China. Then we have outbreaks. What is the problem of this disease? This disease is very, like most of viral disease, is very important, sir, because this is high morbidity. Yes, nowadays with vaccination like this, maybe we are less than 10% morbidity, but this virus can reach up to 100% morbidity, higher morbidity, 10%. This is less than 10%, we can say this product. Some years coming 20, 30 cases only, 2013, 14, like till 18, 19, 20 cases, you can say this sporadic cases. Less than 10%, you can say still sporadic cases. More than 10, then you can say that it's outbreak. 50%, 60%, up till 100%. This can be the morbidity. This have low mortality.
Hello. I guess Dr. Habib, we lost the connection of Dr. Habib, so we just have to wait for some time so that he can join us back. Dr. Habib, can you hear us? Dr. Habib?
Signal drop, sir. Yes, sir. Maybe internet problem.
Continue, bhai.
Yes, I am sharing again screen. Yes, sir, you are listening, sir?
Yes, yes, we are listening. We can hear you.
So you are talking about mortality rate. You are talking about cows or heifers, maybe 4 legs, 5 legs. You are losing in one day like this. You are talking about decreasing milk production. If cow no eat, she will not produce milk. That's also another problem. Medicine cost, abortions, because any disease increase temperature, this also will maybe cause abortion. Abortion, early calving, you will see, stillbirths, you will see. metritis, retained placenta, decreasing immunity, mastitis also may be increased. That is the problem. It is very important to try to discuss and handle this issue, because this is a huge loss. This is millions of dollars. If you calculate, like in another countries like this, they're calculating millions of dollars loss because of this issue. Now this virus transmitted by mosquito. This arthropod virus means transmitted by mosquito mainly. This sometimes like this, but this is not spread from cow to cow. Mean if near cow, they are licking anything, this is no spread. This is need intravenous injection of blood. This also, if someone visit, we say, okay, consultant, maybe like FMD and another advice, we say, oh no, you close the farm for visitors. This is no, visitors, this is not related. This is need intravenous injection or need from mosquitoes. This also milk, manure, feces, urine, any nasal discharge, excretion. It is not transmitted by this. It is transmitted only mainly by mosquito or injection. Injection also during vaccination, treatment, if you want to give vitamins to all hair, it is recommended to give every cow one needle, because if you are injecting all cows with the same needle, mean you are increasing cross infection from cow to cow through injection. One cow is one needle, but only this pollen, like this. Incubation period after beating by mosquitoes, this is maybe 24, 26 hours. It's the shortest period, and maybe can also increase till 10 days, up to 10 days. But average incubation period is 2 to 4 days. This is average. Mean from entering of the virus to the body to start the clinical signs, fever like this, is taking about 2 to 4 hours like this. This is virus survive inside mosquito. They found this after 2 days, after 3, 4 days, after 7 days, still present. More than 10 days, they catch 4,000 mosquito, no found virus. After 10 days, no found. Mean if you are able to control mosquito for 10 days, new mosquito will have no virus for 10 days, excessive days. We will go to clinical signs. Of course, we said this is much more characteristic of this disease is rapid onset, sudden onset of fever. You will find sudden temperature 40, 41. Increasing temperature will make depression, will make loss of appetite, you will not eat. It's also making muscle problems, fibrinogen, neutrophil increase, so this will make stiffness, arthritis. Synovial fluid will be more in joints, lameness, nasal discharge. This is more characteristic clinical signs is lameness. Most farmers will come complain that, oh, this is slippery, this is leg broke, we have lameness in our cow. Because when they don't know, it's 2000. I remember when I go to farm like this, they all complain from lameness. They say this is leg fracture. What is this? This is sudden. This was okay. They start lameness. So they think this is, but this is characteristic, more characteristic. Also, another form is these two forms to this disease. First form will be fever. With locomotor form, we say lameness like this. This is very simple. With anti-inflammatory, maybe this is soon recover. This is the most complicated form is respiratory. Respiratory dyspnea. This is maybe emphysema, lung emphysema, subcutaneous emphysema. This is most dangerous. This is maybe reach to suffocation. Will make someone to try to breathe. She cannot breathe. She cannot sit down, because if cow sit down, she will die completely. This is happening within 2, 3, 4 hours. And this is prognosis of these cases is very, very bad prognosis. he died. In limnus, prognosis is very high, recovery 99% recovery with very simple anti-inflammatory diseases, anti-inflammatory medicines. Due to hypocalcemia, you will see recumbency. You will see rumen stasis. Rumen is not working. Small muscle is not working. You will see loss of swallowing reflex. That is why we say here we will not give contraindication to give any drenching. This will make aspiration pneumonia. Muscle tremors, constipation. Constipation because there is less calcium. This small muscle is not working. Intestine and rectum is not working. Motility is very less, so you will find constipation. Fever, you will put your hand in the rectum to check manure. This will be very hard. This is due to hypocalcemia and fever also. As we mentioned, there is two forms. There is respiratory form and there is locomotor form. Respiratory form is more complicated, is more serious. Limnus locomotor form is more easy. This is due to joint problem, due to hypocalcemia, due to fibrinosis. And we will tell about treatment after. Yes, this hypocalcemia also form. We also recumbency after this, lateral recumbency like this. This is respiratory form. She is sitting like this. You found open mouth with sound, trying to breathe, making sound. It is specific like this. Everyone know this sound in field. Then soon it will go to lung emphysema. Soon you will find under skin there is emphysema, air. This is very characteristic signs. What I think all people in field, they will know this very well. You see lung here, this lung like balloon, full of air, emphysema. We will need these clinical signs to make differential diagnosis from hemorrhagic septicemia and another disease. You can see in these pictures, it is not like hemorrhagic septicemia. It is not. In hemorrhagic septicemia, there is no emphysema. You will see lung like liver, hepatization. This clinical characteristic for HS, hemorrhagic septicemia, Pasteurella, shaping fever. Lung will be like liver shape, hepatization. Here, no. Here you will find emphysema. In hemorrhagic septicemia, there is no limnus. In 3-day sickness, there is limnus. In hemorrhagic septicemia, there is no emphysema. Here in 3-day sickness, you will find emphysema. In hemorrhagic septicemia, not soon recover after 3-4 days, 5 days, soon recover soon. In hemorrhagic septicemia also, you will find mostly in small, young age, weaning like this. This is in all categories, especially 6 to 24 months. Less than 6 months, you will not rare to find 3-day sickness. Less than 6 months. But in hemorrhagic septicemia, mostly of infection susceptible less than 3 months in suckling, in weaning like this. We need to know this because both are endemic. Hemorrhagic septicemia is present in Pakistan also. 3-day sickness is present in Pakistan also. Some people, some confusion. We will see differential diagnosis. This is pulmonary emphysema in the picture. Here is subcutaneous emphysema. You will put in lumbar region. You will put your finger. You will listen sound of air. You will feel the air is present under skin, maybe in neck also. Mostly die, but some cows can survive for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years with this emphysema, no problem, no issue. Clinical pathology, sir, we found increase in leukocytes, leukocytosis, increase in neutrophils also, decrease in lymphocytes, increased plasma fibrinogen, 3 to 4 times the normal. That sometimes make something like thrombosis. You will find some pregnant heavers in stomach, sudden death. 3-day sickness is not making some death, but sometimes it will make something like this. So now we will talk in treatment about aspirin, salicylic acid, acetyl salicylic acid. This name is Aspegic. This human medicine name Aspegic. This is the drug of choice because it is antibiotic, it is anti-inflammatory, it is also making a blood, this is a stop thrombosis, mean make more blood will be more easy to run in blood vessels like this. It's anti-thrombosis drug medicine, Aspegic. You will find increase in creatine kinase, significant hypocalcemia, decrease in calcium level. We will need this point also in treatment. Zinc and ferrous will be fall also down. We will need this also in prevention, how we need to increase microminerals. This is ammonia increase, glucose increase also, and blood will be more alkaline. How to make diagnosis? We'll make diagnosis from case history. Clinical signs, what we mentioned, lab diagnosis also, ELISA like this. But the most important is case history and the clinical signs in the farmer. I mean, how many times you will have lameness in growing heifer, under surface heifer, pregnant heifer. Maybe every year you will have 1, 2, maybe 0. But if you have every day 5 to 10 heifers coming from growing under surface like this, lameness. This is a question mark, a big question mark. This is impossible in normal farm, impossible to find 5 to 10 cows, heifers coming lameness. Yes, in milking, lameness may come due to acidosis, due to trauma, due to anything, but it is not normal to find lameness in growing heifers like this, very rare. And this lameness is coming with fever. If trauma like this, it is not coming with fever. In lameness, you will find ulcer, you will find foot rot, you will find swelling. In this, not. And this will recover soon also. So when this starts in farm now, everyone, and also you know that now outbreak in Egypt, now outbreak in Kuwait, now Dr. Hayat told there is outbreak in Karachi, in Punjab for some farms also. So you are mentally prepared when you found lameness, fever, respiratory form, that you are in front of 3-day sickness outbreak or sporadic, I don't know. But from case history, clinical science, maybe we don't have labs in Pakistan that can check this virus. I don't know. Maybe there is in some universities, but till now I don't know about lab diagnosis in Pakistan, checking antibody titer, immunity titer in blood. I don't know like this. So we need to make early diagnosis because early diagnosis will help in treatment. I mean, we will talk about prevention also control, but if already you make prevention, you make control, you make vaccination, and you have cases now in the farm, then we are talking about early diagnosis. If we can diagnose these cases early, this is recovery will be very easy. And also this is prognosis will be very good. Just you give anti-inflammatory antibiotics, you will go. If we delay in diagnosis, maybe you found some cases dead in corals, and maybe it came after respiratory in the end. At this time, we can do nothing. This mortality will be too much. So it is very important to make early diagnosis. For non-milking groups, we will say this is with mixer wagon during feeding. Most of these non-milking groups, weaning, growing, under service, pregnant heifers, dry. In normal situation, all will follow mixer wagons and they will come to feed and lay. Same time. You will find some heifers or some dry cows sitting okay, if sitting active, maybe 10, 15, 20 active, okay. If she cannot walk, if she is not active, depression, nasal discharge, then I will take to hospital. But it is difficult, if not during the feeding time, it is difficult to look to 1,000 fever one by one. But if cow can go, walk, eat, means she has no fever. If no fever, means she has no virus. Yes, some will go like lameness like this, but mostly of sick, they will not stand for eating, they will keep sitting, or they will walk with lameness. So you will catch it early. It is like this. It will be like this picture. Mostly will come like this, and you will found in corral. Some will not come. You will catch very easy during feeding time. Very easy to catch this. If 4, 5, 2, 3, whatever, you will take out and you will treat it. In milking cows, maybe different, but milking cows coming to milk parlor. Coming to milk parlor 3 times a day. So you can check them in milk parlor. If there is lameness, if she cannot stand, if she have nasal discharge, if she has depression, sometimes it work with no lameness, but it's depression. Milk, also low yield. Low yield you can catch from milk parlor, or you can catch from Albro or Daycom or where this list 10, 15, 20 cows will have low yield. Some will have temperature sickness, some will be in heat, some will have mastitis and other issues, but it will help. And also we'll make 2, 3 rounds. Laborers is there, supervisors they are there, so they can catch also. They can catch easy from corals. Differential diagnosis, I said this before. HS how to make differential diagnosis between 3-day sickness and hemorrhagic septicemia. Especially this is respiratory form. We saw about shape of lung here and shape of lung here, lameness here and lameness here, durability of time here, susceptibility, age. This is less than 6 months, more than 6 months is more susceptible. It will be clear. Lameness and the trauma also. This is we can differentiate between this and between this is lameness form of sickness. Heat stress. Sometimes heat stress make rapid respiration, open mouth, fainting, saliva. This is mouth discharge. We can also differentiate IBR, milk fever, pneumonia. Milk fever is more related to cows in after calving. It will be only specific group. After calving, cow will sit. And it is not name fever. This is the name milk fever by mistake. But milk fever, in milk fever, temperature will be normal or subnormal. This is better to name hypocalcemia. In hypocalcemia, it is milk fever only by name, but it has no fever. In 3-day sickness, it will have fever. And 3-day sickness also is making hypocalcemia. This is also need to make differential diagnosis. Treatment, if we catch this cow early, then it is very easy to make treatment. It is very good response to painkiller or this is anti-inflammatory, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. I will say is aspartic acetyl salicylic acid. This is named in human stores like aspartic. This is like same medicine presented aspirin. Of thrombosis, is working as antibiotic, is working also like anti-inflammatory. So it is the drug of choice. If you don't have, you can use phenylbutazone. Cheap anti-inflammatory. You need to go to meloxicam, Lozine, only in severe cases. If you don't have phenylbutazone, you can go to diclofenac, even diclofenac. Mostly of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. This making antithrombosis, making blood coagulant. It's working like anti-blood coagulant, anticoagulant. But mostly it's acetylsalicylic acid. Then we need to give rest to this cow in hospital or in sick days, shed, under shed, decrease stress as possible. If this cow will go to from corral to hospital, long distance, sometimes 500 meters, 1 kilometer like this. We need to give this cow cold water fast. We need to give this cow anti-inflammatory fast, some medicine. And when she starts some improvement, temperature start decreasing, so we can shift. But if we are shifting sick cows wherever they are running, kicking cow, and she's already under stress, maybe she died before reach hospital due to stress, but she's already in stress, she's already sick. So it is better hospital to be near for us. If not near, we need to give some medicine fast, cold water fast. When temperature decrease, some improvement, we can shift this cow to hospital. Then we are giving antibiotic also. Antibiotic, sorry. We are giving antibiotic. We are giving antibiotic not for virus. It's not killing virus. No relation with virus. We are giving antibiotic for secondary bacterial infection. Because when respiratory form like this, fever, immunity less, so maybe secondary bacterial infection like Pasteurella is coming. And animals die because of Pasteurella, not because of virus. Always die due to secondary bacterial infection, not due to primary cause. So we are giving antibiotic for prevention from secondary bacterial infection. You can select antibiotic for making the causes maybe 20, 30 cases every day. Maybe you have in hospital 70 cases. So we cannot give fluoroquinolone, penicillins like this. It is recommended to give some antibiotic not crossing blood-milk barrier, like Ceftifor, cephalosporins, XNL, Cefar, Exceed, whatever. Because you can, this is have zero withdrawal period. This will not grow with milk, so you are decreasing loss. It is also working affecting respiratory system like this. In non-milking group, you have wide choice. You can give penicillin, you can give amoxicillin, you can give fluoroquinolone, you can give Draxine, you can give Blincospectin, you can give Tylosin, you can give Draxine, as you like. Because in non-milking group, you have more. Some people are not giving in limbless form, not giving antibiotic at all. But in respiratory form, it is recommended to give this. In hypocalcemia form, in hypocalcemia cases, we need to give calcium, yes, but it is not contraindication to give calcium during fever. Because if you give calcium during fever, maybe animal die. Maybe die, choke. It will make heart choke. So we wait till temperature down. When temperature sun down, then we can start giving calcium maybe intravenous slowly or maybe subcutaneous. Contraindication to give fluid therapy due to pharyngeal paralysis. This is swallowing reflex is not working. So all fluids maybe go to lung. This will make aspiration pneumonia. Intravenous also during respiratory form is making more load on lung. Sodium bicarbonate, because we have already alkaline. This blood is alkalosis already. So it is not recommended to give sodium bicarbonate. Prevention and control, we need to control mosquito. It's very, very important. Vaccines, we have question mark because vaccines are working or not, but we need to vaccinate. Even we have 40-50% efficiency of vaccine, but we need to vaccinate. Live attenuated vaccine, we give booster dose for fast time, more than 6 months. Then every year we need to repeat only one dose, annual dose. For fast time heifers or cows, we will give dose and booster dose. For second time, we will give 2 doses. Cleaning, hygiene, stopping mosquito like this, and improving immunity. Improving immunity through if we have, for example, if we have toxin, mycotoxin, this immunity will be very less. This outbreak will be more. You need to control this not to come in feed. If coming in feed, then we will need to increase our toxin binder. We need to increase zinc and iron, like we are using for maybe also have Bioplex, maybe another product, any product. Mean you need to increase this yeast. You need to increase yeast. We need to increase dairy premix, vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and selenium to improve immunity. Cow comfort, if your cow comfort, feeding is okay, no mycotoxin, minerals, vitamins okay, healthy, no acidosis, then your herd will face this problem, will be more strong in immunity. We can control mosquito like this. We can put spray cypermethrin. We can put cypermethrin with paraffin oil and putting in this brush. We can cleaning corals from manure, because wherever manure is present, mosquitoes is present. So we can, after raining season especially, you can change in open corals, you can change sand. We can put black oil or diesel in any water collection. We can remove or put oil in this, oil or diesel in this. Spray, focus. We have here, for example, they are putting in this is present in a store. They are putting inside this cypermethrin or diesel. Cow going and coming, so back will have cypermethrin. This will be relevant. This will prevent mosquito to come to animal body. If we success to stop mosquito to biting these cows, this means we success to stop and break the cycle of this disease. This is much more important than vaccination. Vaccination is not giving a very good result maybe, but fighting with mosquito, eradication with this transmission agent, this is much more important. We are giving here paraffin oil with cypermethrin, cows going, coming, so back will be all cypermethrin, so you can cut cycle of this. Focus also maybe 2 or 3 times daily. Spray maybe with cypermethrin 1%, once daily also. Effectiveness of vaccine, this is big question mark. Big question mark. Some people vaccinate in March, vaccinate again in April, and we have outbreak in May. In most of big farms, they have like this. This is Korean vaccine, Zoetis vaccine, South Africa vaccine. In Kuwait also some farms vaccinate with this, some with this. We have 2 doses vaccine, 1 dose vaccine, some groups no vaccine, and all have same outbreak. Same numbers of infection in all. This is giving a big question mark. We are also discussing with vaccination company now. This is need more study. More study about vaccination. Is it working? Same strain? Yes, same strain. It's giving immunity. For how much time? 4 months, 2 months, 6 months? But we are vaccinating in March, in April, outbreak in May. Sure, we need more discussion about this. Maybe we all help all together. We will discuss with companies. Maybe they make something special for Pakistan. Maybe we need something special in Pakistan. Yes, there is cross immunity, yes. But if we isolate virus from Pakistan and we make a vaccine from this virus, no mutation, no problem, I think this efficiency will be better. I will say efficiency 60%, maybe less. We still are vaccinating and we still have less than 10% morbidity. We cannot say vaccination is not working, but it is working very less. Thank you. I have completed. Any question, any discussion, any comments? Mr. Jadun said.
Thank you very much, Dr. Habib. First of all, apologies. I guess there was some voice issue, but of course that is not in our control. And I'm sure you have given a very good presentation, and that could be available. We will send the follow-up notes in which we'll put all those points, and the recording would be available so that we can learn from each other. So I would invite all the participants that if they have their questions, they can come. So we can open their mic. They can ask question directly to Dr. Habib, or they can type their question in the question box so that we can read that question for Dr. Habib. If anyone has question, please raise the hand. Any comment, any question, please.
Can I ask? Hello.
Yes, sir. You can ask, sir.
Okay. This is Dr. Afzal. I was wondering, have you guys seen cases in local animals of 3-day sickness, and how often?
Yes, sir. He's asking about local animals, sir.
Yes, Habib. He's asking that have you seen this 3-day sickness in local animal?
Yes, sir. In local animals, sir, which have very least milk production and too much resistant to environment. You will see also, yes, I saw in Egypt, in Pakistan, I don't go outside, but we saw this in Egypt. Is clinical signs, sir, will be much more less. Maybe some lameness, some fever, and maybe this is self-recovery, sir. It will recover maybe without medicine. Sometimes in Egypt, we are giving only water and she will recover. Sometimes we give only like paracetamol intravenous. We treat some cows with local breeds with only Panadol, only paracetamol or anti-inflammatory. You will not see respiratory, you will not see pulmonary emphysema, you will not see subcutaneous emphysema. Clinical signs will be very less because already they have no milk, they have no stress, they have more immunity, more resistant to this environment. Even some farmers with less production in Kuwait, they have no any vaccination and they have only 5-6 cases and this finish. So in local breeds, yes, it is present. Clinical signs will be less. Treatment will be much more easy. Sometimes self-recover. Yes, sir. Dr.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Habib. I hope, thank you very much. It was interesting to hear from you. I just have a few questions, and I think maybe interesting will be for all the participants. The first thing is that, and thank you very much, we have very well elaborated the potential diagnosis. For last couple of weeks, since we have been talking with various stakeholders, also from Corporate Dairy Farmers Association, and I have very much frequently heard from various stakeholders that no, BAF is not there. This is really not a big problem. It's HS, hemorrhagic septicemia, which is in immunetic form, and people are confusing it, etc. But I think, thank you very much that you have very detailed, elaborated, especially the post-mortem findings and all that. And I think people working on the farms can really, all those people like you who have experienced this for years, can really make a very good diagnosis and they can come up with the reason. My question is, Dr. Habib, have you considered getting a lab confirmation with some sort of samples through ELISA or PCR just to confirm that it was BAF? And second question is, how do you think, despite of vaccination, when you have certain outbreak of BAF, as you mentioned that vaccine efficacy is also question mark. And the question is that, is it kind of an issue with the vaccine, you think, itself, or any environmental factors or factors like despite of the vaccination, if proper antibodies titer has not been achieved? I mean, what would you suggest to the farmers, especially those who are vaccinating, what measures should they be taking in order to be sure that they don't get this outbreak? Please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you, Dr. Wasim, for your effort in this 3-day sickness also, that you are giving people alarming and you are giving how they should manage this. So fast paper is coming from your side. We appreciate, sir. I think my voice is not clear. I think my voice is not clear.
Yeah, there's no.
But what can I do, sir? I will try to speak slowly. I will try to speak slowly.
That makes sense.
we are fighting with vaccination companies making vaccines that we before 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, using Korean vaccine. Then we have 15. Yes, sir. Yeah. But this will stop. Yes, maybe stop. Then it will stop. Sure. I will change the Wi-Fi. I am trying to change.
Yes, we will appreciate if you can change your internet connection.
Look. Yes, sir. Listening, voice clear.
Yes, I think it is
Yes,
better, please.
Hello. It's clear. Now it's better. So we are fighting with this company. When you are fighting with vaccination company, first time they will try to wash hand. They will try to say it is not there. This is the one, two, three, four, five. This one is like this. Is like this much lesser. Sickness, but it is not vaccine. Maybe this is for here 1 week. Maybe are in company with sir. In March, we know
आबिद भाई सही वाला कनेक्शन करके दे, तूने पहले वाली से भी खराब कर दिया भाई.
No, it was already said. Yes, before. Sergi.
Yahi later on.
Sergi. So we are fighting with this Wi-Fi people, and we are fighting with vaccination companies also.
We just want you to repeat this because when you have spoken previously, it was not, I think, here. We couldn't hear you properly. So maybe you can repeat, Dr. Habib.
Yes, sir. Now it is clear. Yes, sir. Continue.
Habib brother, you close the video. You close the video.
Okay.
Now
yes,
speak. Now speak.
Okay, sir. So we are fighting with vaccination. They will start to say this is not 3-day sickness.
Oh, Dr. Abid, please go away.
डॉक्टर आबिद साहब आप भी बंद कर लें वीडियो, कनेक्शन तो सेम ही यूज हो रहा है, बल्कि एक ही बंदा अगर करे दोनों में से तो बेहतर है।
मैंने उसको कनेक्ट कर दिया, वो अभी
मोबाइल का कर दें यार, कोई 4G 3G कोई आता होगा वहां, उसको कर दें कनेक्ट थोड़ी देर के लिए।
Yes, sir. Please, you open the private mic. I am speaking from the private laptop. Maybe this laptop is better. So, sir, I am saying that we are
clear now.
Yes, sir. Now I am saying that we are fighting with vaccination companies. These vaccination companies, anyone, they will try to wash hand. Means they will try fast to say that is not 3-day sickness, that is some poisoning, that is hemorrhagic septicemia, that. Then when we make, that is why we speak about differential diagnosis, about 3-day sickness and about hemorrhagic septicemia, for example. There is more than 10 points. It is very clear in hemorrhagic septicemia, lung will be like liver, hepatization. In 3-day sickness, it will be emphysema. As I show in the picture, it will be emphysema. Lung will be full of air. This is lung emphysema is not coming in hemorrhagic septicemia. This subcutaneous emphysema is not coming in hemorrhagic septicemia. This is lameness is not coming in hemorrhagic septicemia. In hemorrhagic septicemia, more susceptible to small animals, suckling, weaning, like this, transportation history like this. So, no, I want to close this. No, I want to close this. I will close video, sorry, sir. So, HS also, it will take 5 days, 10 days, 1 month, chronic pneumonia. In 3-day sickness, it will come sudden, and she will also sudden disappear, recover, it will recover soon. Boys have no fever. We discuss with them, we have discussion with them, we have discussion about cooling chain, because when they said, okay, that is 3-day sickness, sure. We don't confirm now, maybe we send to Dubai for confirmation, we are now free, we now 0. Because, sir, in Karachi, it's coming 2 months before Lahore. Mean every year it's coming in Karachi in March, so it will start in Punjab in May. It's coming this year in Karachi 1st June, it is coming in Punjab in August. So every year I am giving alarm to all our colleagues in Punjab, because in Karachi reached 2 months early. Now we are free, but still we are fighting, and we need communication, sir. Mean we need, they will say only you have only 3-day sickness. There is another farms also in Karachi, I know, in Punjab I know, but some people don't want to share. They may be shy, maybe they think this is haram or makruh that we have 3-day sickness. It is mentality issue also. We need to understand there is not haram that we are sharing our data to help other people. It is not something shame. You are making vaccination dose, booster dose, everything, and 3-day sickness came to your farm. No problem. You share with Dr. Wasim, I will share, other farm will share. Otherwise, when I fight alone with this company, they say only your farm have problem. All farm is taking our vaccine and they have no problem. You check your problem. But this is outbreak, and this looks like it is coming every year. You know, natural infection is giving about 2 years immunity. So we will have 1 year strong outbreak in Pakistan, and 1 year will be not severe, very less. 1 year will be very strong, 1 year to be very less, because this immunity is coming from natural infection, not from this vaccine. But still we need more study about vaccine. I invite these people, maybe Australia, Zoetas, they will come, they will check our strains, they will check antibody in blood if this vaccine is giving, because we said we are purchasing about 50,000 doses from your people. You need to help us in this. I cannot go alone here checking virus, checking morphology, checking strains, checking antibody. But together we can do. Together for next, now this year I okay finish, I am now free. But next year, what to do? After next year, what to do? These vaccination, it have more and more question marks. And if you are asking about emergency vaccination, how I will accept emergency vaccination, and I am already vaccinated in March, already giving booster in April, already infected 26 May. I mean, after 2 years, still immunity should be in peak. If I am okay, if I am vaccination from 1 year like this, 9 months, I will say okay. But I am already vaccinating 2 months. What is the value? This vaccine is not working. Another issue. We have 3 groups in the same farm. One group, we vaccinated 2 times, dose and the booster dose. One group, we vaccinated 1 time. One group, like fattening, we are saying in Eid, so we not vaccinating. All have same, sir. All have same infection rate, morbidity. This is animals vaccinated 2 times have much more ratio. I will say animals in corrals, fans, socars, sands, okay, no mosquito. They have less infection. When they take these cows from milking, we send to dry. There is no fans, no socars, there is manure is present in open corrals, mosquito more, so infection coming in the same group more. 6 to 24 months in outside corrals more. In milking inside corrals less. So it is more related to age, 6 to 24 months. It is more related to mosquito cleaning. But in Kuwait also, some farms have no vaccination, but they have high immunity, less production like this. Infection is less than farms already vaccinated. So working of vaccine is working or not, efficiency of vaccine, still need big discussion, sir. Still need big work, still need big analysis, still need more lab diagnosis. One farm cannot do this alone. We need to work together and fight together for this country. But if still we have mentality of people that they are shy or shame, that they are sharing that we have infection or no, if we still have this mentality, how we will success, sir? Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Dr. Habib. I think I fully agree with you, and that is one of the biggest dilemma in our dairy sector, that people are not really interested in sharing the information. And I appreciate that you have openly shared it. And because you and I fully agree that until or unless we share and we learn from each other, and we cannot then devise a strategy for a provincial or even national level if we do not share the information with each other. And I think there are a lot of factors I think we have to study, particularly in this kind of disease, why it is occurring, what are the risk factors, what are the patterns, why despite of the vaccination there is failure, why there are more cases, as you said, that animals that you vaccinated twice with the booster dose, you have more or less no really difference between others. So I think these all sort of things needs to be studied very well so that we should, because whatever has happened this year, that should become a basis for a study that can lead us for a better decision for the next year. And if we don't do it, any corrective measure today, probably next year will be the same, the year after. So I think we have to,
it will be worse.
Yeah, it will be worse. True. Dr. Habib, one last question. Did you send any samples to any laboratory in Pakistan or abroad for a confirmation through PCR or ELISA?
No, sir. No, sir.
And did you take any samples for your own reference? You have some samples that you could use for strain isolation or something for the company, vaccine company people?
No, sir. We don't have, sir.
Or they just simply say that no, this is not BAF as usual.
Yeah, they say we are confirmed 100% we have 3D sickness, and they are still playing emails going, coming, okay, please come and take samples. When they agree to take samples, now we are free. From where now I will give you samples?
Yeah.
I told them to check outside here. There were now I have, but we can send before samples to Central Veterinary Lab in Dubai. This is much more independent that you can trust 100% this lab. This is much more scientific people. This is Central Veterinary Lab in Dubai. And there is Dr. Khoram also. They said they have some vaccination for Zoetis here for poultry. They can take some samples and send to Australia. And Zoetis companies, they are ready to check what strain, if some mutation, if some another new strains like this. They can check and they can check. They said we can check. So if we have no samples now in Dairyland, we can take from any another farm. We have more farms. Still we can connect with Dr. Khoram. Still we can send samples to Australia. Still we can send samples to Dubai. But we need, this is virus considered as a worldwide one serotype. This is giving cross immunity from South Africa, from Zoetis, from Australia, from Korea, whatever. This will give immunity. But they still recommend if you have samples from your country and not from 2011, 2010, no, 2020 now, it will give much more protection to do some special vaccine for Pakistan from same region and same time. If we succeed to make this, I think we will success. If we continue vaccinating with these old vaccines, whatever company, it will not work, sir. It is not working, sir. Sure, it is not working, not only in my farm, other farms also. Vaccine is not working, sir.
I think, Dr. Habib, thank you very much. Once again, you have put it on a very right track and you have given it a right direction. And I'm sure these are the things that we need to do. Probably right now, the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, they have given the local challenge funds to universities. And universities can collaborate with the industry in order to isolate and work on the this specific virus so that we can look at locally, because I guess sending it out of Pakistan, again, it takes time, and getting the result, again, it takes time. So till then, we would not be in position to have some, the proactive measures. So of course, we need to build up the strategy. We need to build up the protocols that could be on the biosecurity, that could be on vaccination, that could be on the nutrition side, and that could be on the preventive side. So as you explained today, we need to work out, we need to do the epidemiological survey, and we come up with the strategy that how we combat. And of course, Dr. Wasim, he has done a very good job. He has published a very good article on that. So what are the measures that we should be taken before and after if the disease outbreaks come? So I think these are the things that we need to grill out further in order to make up some local SOPs or local blueprint in order to face these challenges. But I'm sure the need of the day is that we have to be localized. We have to define solutions locally so that we can save our industry. So we are moving forward and industry is growing. So these all challenges need to be addressed timely. Otherwise, we would remain hampered with these challenges. So once again, thank you very much.
Just a quick comment, Dr. Zoon. What you said is that, and I appreciate that we have to devise a lot of solutions locally. And I just want to share, Dr. Habib, that we are working together with the University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences in Lahore, and they have the testing facility for the BEF. They can do the testing. So any farmer who is willing to get the lab confirmation, the samples could be taken and be sent to the lab, and they can have the results in the earliest possible time. At the same time, we have requested them to engage some epidemiologists to do some sort of a risk analysis. That why, despite of the vaccinations, as you mentioned, we have to find what were the factors that really led to these kind of outbreaks. And I think we need to collaborate further on this end so that collectively we can improve our dairy sector. And I appreciate Dr. Judoon for taking this initiative to bring you on this forum and talk on this particular disease. Thank you, Dr. Juloon Saab.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Vasim.
sir.
I guess, yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
this is something we need to more publicize all the things, activities that we are doing, so that our farmers should know. And I'm sure we have the capacities, we have the talent, and we are working in the direction. So only thing is we need to share, because the more we share, the more we get the solutions. And I'm sure all of us know where we have to go and what is the solution. So probably everyone is moving towards that direction. So once again, Dr. Habib, thank you very much, because I must give this credit to you, because you were the one who initiated this idea to talk on this issue, and you participated as a speaker, and you shared a fantastic presentation with us. And I would request, please do send me that presentation to me, so that I can make notes from that, and I will send it to all our colleagues in dairy industry. So it would be a very good light for everyone, and we will learn from it. So once again, Dr. Habib and all the participants that who has participated, thank you very much. If you have your questions, please keep sending your questions. And definitely we are working on this issue. And of course, all our institutes are working on it. So we will come up with some solution. So every first step is always hardest, but I'm sure with the passage of time, we will learn. So we'll continue these series of webinars with the information. And if you find it good, or if you want improvement in the next time, please keep giving your feedback, so that we can come up with the new ideas next time. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, and I'm sure you guys are doing great job. Keep up the good work, and inshallah, see you again with some new topic. Till then, bye. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.